So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Spotify video. So this time we're gonna go over how to get authentication for our Spotify application using the client credential flow that you see here on the screen. So this is a little bit different than what I had in my previous videos a couple years ago. I was actually trying to create a new Spotify project, and the ways to authenticate was a little bit different than I had remembered, so I thought it'd be a good video to see what's new and see this other type of way you can authenticate. So this is the client credentials flow, and I chose this because I think it's one of the easiest, and I could find other documentation of other people trying to do it, which I'll link below in the comments or in the description, so you guys can check that out. For this video, I used a tutorial by Lorella on Medium, and then I also used this tutorial on Postman. I used Postman, a little bit of this one, and then I also mainly use this one from prettystatic.com. Okay, so going through the client credential flow, it's relatively straightforward. So you request an access token using your client ID, your client secret, and then all these headers that you're gonna put into your request. And then Spotify is gonna receive that, and then they're gonna return an access token that you can then use to access any other information that you want with the Spotify API. So any endpoints, like they're gonna ask for this token, and you're gonna need it if you want to access like your playlists or songs and stuff like that. So it's really important for this type of authentication that we're doing. And so I have already set up my dashboard and everything like that to have my client ID and my client secret. So I'm gonna open up the code and show you guys what I did. So in this secrets.py is where I have my client ID and my client secret for this specific web application that I'm trying to do. And so I basically import that. So I import my user ID, my client ID, and my client secret from this other Python file. And these are the other imports that I need in order to complete authentication. And so the way that I had to authenticate this flow, or like this application, was using the client credential flow. And then something unique about this that I learned over here is that you actually, and you can see it over here, is that you actually need to encode your message into base 64. So you can see here, like this is the example code that I used, and this is the code to encode your message that you're trying to send. And I think here's an explanation. Yeah, so you need to encode it into a base 64 string, and so that's what all this is for. And then the method is post, and then this is the data, the grant type, which is client credentials, and then the headers, you need the authorization, and that's where you plug in your encoded message, and then the content type is applications, and then the rest of that. And so once you have all of this completed, you're gonna put it into a request.post message, and then that's gonna send out your request to the Spotify API. And if all ends up being successful, you should get a like response of 200 or something like that, and then that means like you had everything and everything came back correctly, and you actually got your token response. And so I'm just gonna verify that for you guys real quickly. And so here's my Ubuntu. So one thing that I did learn was, for example, if I use Python 3 and then I update my Spanish playlist, it's gonna give me or if I run the code, it's going to give me a syntax error. But if I run it using Python 3, you can see that I get a response saying like everything worked correctly, and my application, I was able to authenticate my application, and I can use a token to access any other endpoints that I would need. So just another tip on that is that if you're going to do it this way, you're going to need Python 3 and not the older versions of Python. Another interesting thing to know, or that you should know, is like your response that you're going to get back is going to be a JSON file, a JSON dictionary, whatever technical term it's actually called, and it's going to look something like this that you see on this screen over here. So you're going to get the access token, and then this long jumble of characters and numbers, and then the token type, and then other types of information. But what you really want is the access token. So I hope this video was helpful, and see you in the next one.